Hello, my name is Bo Short, and I'd like to welcome you to our business preview and an introduction to a business organization called the Pivot Group and a remarkable company called Jeunesse. Now, I don't know what you've got planned and laid out for 2015. I don't know what your hopes and your goals and your ambitions are. I don't know that if 2014 ended up just the way you wanted it, so you're on a roll setting sail into 2015. I do know this. If there's some things you want to accomplish that you didn't quite hit the mark on this past year or the past few years, pay attention. Opportunity doesn't present itself in a box with a bow on top at Christmas time, folks. Sometimes it appears in the form of a video that a friend of yours asks you to watch. You know, I don't know if you want to travel this year. I don't know if you want more time with your children, more security, more freedom. 25 years ago, I sat down in a meeting working 65 hours a week, and I was looking for these kinds of things. I was looking for more time, more security, more freedom. Don't spend your life watching the Travel Channel. Travel. I want to show you a way that in 2015 you can make an extra $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. But here's the question. What if we can do that this year? What if we can do that this year? What if in 2 to 5 years from now, time and money weren't an object in your life and you could do whatever you wanted to do? What would your life look like? And if you haven't asked yourself that question, then do it today. Do it during the course of watching this presentation. What do you want your life to look like? Sometimes it's just happiness. People just want to be happy. In survey after survey, people said, I want to be happy. And then when they ask them what their challenges are, they're related in 3 categories. They're related in their health, they're related in their income, and they're related to their relationships, or usually their challenges. Well, here's a challenge professionally for people. The average college education is plus or minus $100,000. The average worker by the age of 40 has 10 different jobs. If you're under the age of 21, you've got 12 to 15 jobs to look forward to. A third of the population of this country has bills that are turned over to collection agencies. If you're sitting in a room, someone on your right or your left or you is in that situation. You know, this isn't our parents' economy anymore. There's no 30-year careers anymore. People struggle. People at the age of 65 have an average income of $29,000. Folks, people work their life to generate an income that's hard to live on at the age of 65. And there's a reason for it, and the reason is really simple. If you ever follow Robert Kiyosaki in his cash flow quadrant, he talks about being an employer, being self-employed, or being a business owner, an investor. And what he says is most people go out, get a good education, they get a good job, and they work hard, and they give their time up for dollars. And as long as they've got the time and the health to give up, they get dollars in return. Sometimes it's not many dollars, sometimes it's a lot of dollars, but it still requires their effort. And if they're fortunate, they'll become self-employed, and so they go from being an employee to somebody to being an employee of their own and owning their own job. Well, the reality is on that left side of the quadrant houses 90% of the population, yet that 90% of the population only controls 10% of the wealth. What I want to talk to you about on this video is how to move to the right side of the quadrant. How to become a business owner and investor, how to leverage your time, leverage your effort, leverage your energy, how to live where 10% of the population live, yet they control 90% of the wealth. And we're going to do that through a company called Jeunesse. We're going to do that by combining 3 things synergistically. You, Jeunesse, and the Pivot Group. Now, you've got to come to the table with focus, ambition, and the willingness to learn. If you cannot be a passive participant in this process. You've got to come to the table being teachable and coachable. Once you do that, you tie into 2 things. A company in the form of Jeunesse that supplies products and research and development and compensation to you, and an organization called the Pivot Group, which supplies the coaching, the mentoring, and the training systems to help you build a business of your own. And when we talk about Jeunesse, I want to pull that one right out first. And let me tell you something. This is the most remarkable company I've seen in 25 years in this industry. I was recently the president of global sales and field development for a $200 million publicly traded network marketing company, and I resigned my position to do this because I understand the metrics of this industry and how it works. This is a company that's 5 years old. 5 years, folks, that's an important number. It's a metric that you have to pay attention to. Where is a company tracking it at that 5-year mark? Not the first year or second year, that 5-year mark. A lot of companies in this industry step out of the gate, explode, and then implode. Or they step out the gate, they hit 3, 4, 5 years, they start to stagnate, and they live in that stagnation zone for the rest of their lifetime. What happened to Jeunesse is very rare, and you happen to be watching this video on the perfect side of the wave. Here's a company that started 5 years ago and did $30 million in sales. Their second year, $65 million in sales. Their third year, $126 million in sales. Their fourth year, $257 million in sales. And this past year, 2014, are trending at $400 million, which says they are on pace to do $1 billion in sales within the next 3 years. That was a great attraction to me because I know what that 5-year mark means. When you've got a company that's at $400 million and trending to $1 billion plus in the next 3 years, then you've got the stability of a company that's multiple decades old with the first mover advantage of a startup company. So it's like having a startup company without the risk. Because what Jeunesse, the brilliance of what they did is they built their global platform first. They've opened up over 30 offices around the world, registered their products, sell products into 100 different countries. Then they came back and decided to focus on the largest direct selling country in the world, the United States of America. Of the $400 million that are projected in 2014, of that volume, only $30 million comes out of the largest direct selling market in the world. But the brilliance was to create the global platform first. But here's the point. If 30 million of 400 million is there, when we do $1 billion in sales, knowing the bulk of that's going to come out of this country, how many of those people are in your organization? How much of that volume did you create? How much of that volume do you benefit from? Oh, it's a timing and positioning matter in this industry. And don't let anybody tell you any different. One of the other neat things about Jeunesse is they have an organization called Jeunesse Kids. I coined a phrase a couple years ago working with a company that the company I was president of global sales and field development for that changed your world and the world at the exact same time. Wouldn't it be neat to know that as you're building a business that impacts your children and the people around you, that as you succeed, you're also helping people all over the world succeed that you don't even know, children you don't even know. Jeunesse Kids helps bring kids out of poverty. It helps feed kids, helps with sustainable farming and energy and clean water. It's an organization that, you know, when you put your head on your pillow at night, you're succeeding and impacting the lives of the little heartbeats that are beating in the rooms next to yours. That you're also impacting the heartbeats of children in other places in the world. Jeunesse Kids. Let me tell you about these products. Because in order to go from 30 million to 0 to 400 million and then trending to $1 billion in the next 3 years, in order to do something that big and that dramatic, it takes the right kind of products, the right kind of compensation, and the right kind of people behind it. And when we look at products, it's not hard to understand why. They've attached themselves to 3 of the largest, most dynamic product categories, not just in this industry, but in industry in general. Skincare, weight loss, and nutrition. And so they've created a best-in-class product formula from these 3 different marketplaces. You know, one of the products is called AMPM Essentials. And it's a nutrition product that I want to start off with first because I want to lay the groundwork for the quality of the products that Jeunesse offers. You know, people will say, well, it depends on the product. You know what? It does depend on the product. It depends on the product, the compensation plan, and the people to make something like this work effectively. So yes, products do matter. And the gentleman that was the creator of AMPM Essentials, Dr. G.M. Pop in 2014, is a member of our medical advisory board, Jeunesse's medical advisory board. And in 2014, he was nominated for a Nobel Prize in the area of stem cell research. You know, I've done this for 25 years. I've never been able to say, sitting on our medical advisory board this year was a gentleman that was nominated for a Nobel Prize. AMPM Essentials. He helped create this product. AM obviously is in the morning. It's for focus and energy and clarity and fights oxidative stress and protects your body against free radicals. The PM Essentials you take in the evening that sets your body up for a restful night's sleep. These 2 products, and what's beautiful about the products that Jeunesse offers, not just these 2, but the products in general, is you will feel them immediately or almost immediately. They're designed to give you an effect so you know this is working for me. We have a skincare line called Luminesce. It hydrates, restores, and softens all skin types. But in this skincare line of these products, and I'm going to tell you, just try them. You will love these products. I mean, love, underscore it with an exclamation mark, these products. But there's one product in the skincare line in particular I want to tell you about. It's called Instantly Ageless. It's $35 for a month's supply, and I'm going to tell you something right now. You put it on, and within a couple minutes, you watch wrinkles disappear. You watch fine lines disappear. You watch your skin tone soften. I had a buddy of mine come over one day and he said, does this really work? I said, well, let's take a picture of you. Now let's put this on, and a couple minutes later we took the picture on the right. That's a buddy of mine. That happened in my house, and you see it. But let me show you it happening on a video so you can actually see in the next minute and a half what actually happens with this product.
What you want to do is twist off the top. You want to squirt out a very small amount. Flip the lid over and reseal it. So you can use this file 2 or 3 more times. Is tap a very, very thin layer. I'm just tapping a very thin layer on her skin, but you want to leave it about 10 or 15% damp on the skin. Do not rub it all the way in because the product works as it's drying, so you want it to allow it to do this.
Okay, I'm going to start a timer. I can't see the...
Now, you haven't seen anything yet.
You can use Instantly Ageless before or after your makeup. First of all, you want to do all your preventative maintenance and all the good stuff first.
How long has it been?
What do you see? What are you thinking?
And the cool part is it works just like that. I mean, you put this on and you can just watch it happen. And it comes in these little vials, folks, that you can give them out as samples. And if somebody says, well, these products really work, say you got 2 minutes, let me show you how they work. My favorite product is called Reserve. It's a gel pack. It's a powerful antioxidant. It supports cardiovascular function, digestive function, immune system function, gives you energy, reduces inflammation. It tastes delicious. I take one out of my refrigerator every day, and it tastes great. It's called Reserve. Another product called Finity. Finity is a premier anti-aging formula based on Nobel Prize-winning research. It has a patented nutrient in it, and it's the only product in the world that can make the claim that it safely lengthens short telomeres. Now, that's deep science. Matter of fact, it's Nobel Prize-winning research, and if you'll do a little bit of research into that, to stand here and be able to say that it's the only product in the world that can make this claim, you know you have your hands on unique products. You know you have your hands on significant products. And now you start to understand why somebody that was nominated for a Nobel Prize would be on the medical advisory board for this great company. So you've got we've got a weight management system called Zen Body. It's unreal. We've got a product called Zen Pro. It's a shake. It comes in vanilla or chocolate, and you mix it with water. Just with water, and it has 20 grams of protein. And it tastes great just mixed with water. Low in sugar, low in carbs. It's a 3-part system, so we have something called Zen Fit. It's an amino acid stick pack that helps reduce your weight and gets rid of water weight. It comes in watermelon and fruit punch. It's 6 calories and it tastes great. The third product in that is called Zen Shape. It's designed to curb your appetite and burns fat. And when you use these products together, when you use them together, it increases your metabolism, burns fat, and helps tone and repair your muscles. And I'm going to tell you something. Try it. All the things I'm talking about, and I couldn't cover all the products with you, just try them. So you've got this company with this rapid growth because of products like that, and back behind that is a compensation plan. The reason you have this similar compensation plan like you have products is the co-founders of this company, that Wendy Lewis and Randy Ray. Wendy was cited as 20 of the most influential women in network marketing. But years ago, they started their career. She's a programmer and a mathematician by trade, by profession. They started their career building back-office billing systems for the medical community. Created one of the largest companies in the country, sold that, and they started creating back-office systems and compensation plans for the network marketing industry. So when it was time to start their own company, they knew they had a front row seat. They knew what worked and what didn't work. They already knew that this industry, and when I say this will resonate with you, has the haves and the have-nots, and the haves are a handful, and the have-nots are the masses. And they knew it was in how people were compensated. And they knew that if they created the compensation plan properly, of course you'll take care of the super achievers, but you have to create a middle class. And that's what they did in their compensation plan, so that somebody could come in as an average person who was willing to work and make $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month. Making money with the willingness to work, just as an average man or woman stepping in the game. Making money buys you two things. It buys you confidence, and it buys you time. And you need those two things in order to be a super achiever in this industry. You need confidence and you need time. There's 6 ways to make money. I'm not going to go into all those 6 different ways to make money. I want to talk about 2 in particular. One is called team commissions. You're going to build 2 teams with Jeunesse. Now, you can personally enroll as many people as you want to. Traditionally in this industry, as you enroll more people you enroll, the more plates you spin, the more apt those plates are to fall on the ground. Just trying to get to everybody. But when you house everyone in 2 teams, you never have that problem. You're always helping the whole group. So you never have a plate drop. And you get paid on all the volume that you create. Not only that, you get paid on volume you didn't create, because everybody's building 2 teams. And so you'll have people that will put people down into your organization because it's still a part of theirs, that you'll be the beneficiary of that volume with. And you can earn up to $26,000, a little over $26,000 a week in these team commissions. I had a friend of mine say, that ain't bad for a month. Matter of fact, it's not bad for a couple months. Could you use an extra $26,000? That's just in one way to make money, folks. $26,250 in a week, weekly, and that's just one way to make money. Another way I'll tell you about is called matching bonuses. And as you achieve higher ranks in Jeunesse, you get paid deeper in the people you personally enroll into matching their checks. So you get a matching check bonus. So as you sponsor more people, the more money you help them make, the more money you make because of it, and there's even a percentage of it. So when we say we're here to help you, it's in our best interest to help you. Let me show you how to get on the fast track. There's 4 basic steps. Do not complicate this. Please keep this basic. If this is simple, you get started, you sponsor 1 on your right team, 1 on your left team, and you all do 100 points. If you capture what I'm telling you right now, you can be the biggest super achiever in this that anybody's ever seen. You get started, you sponsor 1 on your right team, 1 on your left team, you all do 100 points. You do 100 points just by getting a product package to start if you get the right product package. But that's 100 points each. And points to us is like miles are to the frequent flyer industry. You take this global currency and it translates into frequent flyer miles. In the network marketing industry, we take this global currency and it translates into points. But you're called an executive. You, 1 on your right, 1 on your left. How do I find people? Bob, I got a business project I'm putting together. Looks like we can make some money together. I'd like to run some numbers by you. If you're intrigued, we'll talk more about it. If not, no big deal. Hey, Mary, the other day you mentioned you were a little stressed out about work, didn't know if you could handle another 15 years of this. I think I might have found a solution. I got a video I want you to watch from a business partner of mine. Take a look at what we're doing. If you're intrigued, we'll talk more about it. If not, no big deal. Hey, Joe, the other day you mentioned that Sam's college was coming due and you were a little concerned about it. Look, I think I might have found a solution. Look, I got a business project I'm putting together with a buddy of mine, and I want you to take a look at a video we did, and if you're intrigued about it, we'll talk more about it. If not, no big deal. Folks, we're going to teach you how to do this. We're not only going to teach you how to do this, we're going to teach you how to do this successfully. But it's you, 1 on the right, 1 on the left, and you're called an executive. Once you do that, I have people do it the first 5 minutes. I don't care if it takes you 5 days or 5 weeks. I don't care. Because once you learn how to do that, you're on your way. And you can repeat this process over and over again. The next step in this fast track is called a JADE. And that's having 4 people you've personally enrolled to become executives. The next step is called a PEARL. That's 8 people you've personally enrolled to become executives. And the next step is called a SAPPHIRE. That's 12 people you've personally enrolled that become executives. Real simple. We want to teach you this process. Once we teach you this process, the rest of it just falls into place. There's a lot of other bonuses involved. There's global pools that are involved. There's the ability to travel and take trips on the company. But when you step back, one of the questions, well, what does the average Sapphire make? What is the average? What do people make at these ranks? Okay, I showed you how to fast track right to Sapphire. The average Sapphire, and I want to show you how to do this within the next 6 to 12 months. If you're serious about doing this, let's do this within the next 6 to 12 months. Let's show you how to make an extra $1,500 to $2,500 a month. Go sit down at your checkbook right now and write plus $2,000 in your check and tell me how that makes you feel. Sit down right now and write down your monthly income and add $2,000 to that and tell me if that changes how you see your life. That's the average sapphire. The rank above that is called ruby. The average ruby in Jeunesse makes $10,000 a month. It's a six-figure income. I'm not saying quit your job. I'm saying put it towards your house payment, put it towards your car payment, put it towards an early retirement. The next rank above that is emerald. That's a $30,000 to $35,000 monthly income range if you build the business the way we teach it. And the next rank is called diamond. That's a seven-figure annual rank. 7 figures. The diamonds in Jeunesse are tracking at 7 figures a year. But you know, forget all that. Bring it back down. Could you use an extra $500 a month? Would an extra $500 a month matter? You know, just in the month of November in 2014, Jeunesse created 67 new rubies. That's 67 new people tracking at 6 figures a year. They created 14 new diamonds. That's 14 new people just in the month of November that are tracking at 7 figures for a year, and 5 new double diamonds that track at $2 million plus for a year. I've got a dear friend of mine wrote the book, Double Your Income in Network Marketing, made the comment that most companies, name's Ty Tribble, he's one of our partners in the Pivot Group. He's one of your partners in the Pivot Group. Ty Tribble made the comment that most companies that are doing a couple $100 million a year, $400 million a year, been around for decades. If they're lucky, they have one person making 7 figures. In the last 5 years, Jeunesse has produced 45 people tracking at 7 figures a year. And over 300 people, they're tracking at 6 figures a year. Folks, you've got something like that laying in front of you. Timing and positioning matter. They make a difference. You know, we're able to do this because you've got these great products. You've got this great compensation plan and this great company that's there to support you. And you've also got this organization called the Pivot Group. We supply all the mentoring. We supply the training. We supply the coaching. We supply things like this. We're there to work and customize a plan just for you based on your schedule. You know, the truth is when people say, I don't have time, everybody's busy. I was working 65 hours a week when I was introduced to this industry 25 years ago. Everybody's busy. I don't really think that's what people's concern is. What people's concern is not are they busy. What people's concern is what people's concerns are they going to waste their time? And I'm going to tell you something. You got to be with the right company and the right people and be willing to work. And the one thing you won't waste is your time. The one thing that you will plant and get returned tenfold is time. I want to show you how to do that. You know, the Pivot Group has got some remarkable people involved in it. It's over a century collective successful experience. The best-selling author of Double Your Income in Network Marketing, and we have authors that have written leadership books. Ranked number 31 out of the top 250 lifetime earners in network marketing as a member of the Pivot Group. You've got the preeminent blogger in the entire network marketing industry as a member of the Pivot Group. It's kind of a who's who organization of people that are there, that have already done this, that are there to teach you how to do this. They've appeared in Success from Home magazine, Your Business at Home magazine, Entrepreneur magazine, Dateline NBC is an industry expert. I mean, this is a team of people that have come together to help you succeed in your business, in what you do. You know, here's what I want you to do. I want you to, there's 4 simple things. Number 1, just select a product pack. Decide how you want to start. You can start for $199, $499, $799, or $1,099. Look, I don't care where you start, folks. Just start. Find a place. Pick a product pack and begin. Don't sit there and debate this all day long. Let me explain to you the value of the $1,099 pack. 5 years ago when this company started, they did $0 in sales, and they said, look, if you get this $1,000 pack, it's called an ambassador pack, we're going to make you a founder. We're going to take 2% of our global sales, and then as you qualify as a founder, you can participate in shares of the global sales. So as the company gets bigger, your shares increase. Listen, it's easy to say that when you do $0 in sales, but you're saying that to pioneers. You're saying that to people that wanted this to be true. So people came out and they said, okay, we'll be there. We'll support the company. In the first year, they did $30 million. And then it just grew and it grew and it grew. Well, that founder's pool that's paid out now, that's based on 2% of the global sales of the company these people participate in, last quarter, if you were a Ruby, you earned between $2,000 and $3,000 a quarter just in that pool. If you were an emerald, you earn $5,000 to $7,000. If you were a diamond, you earn $10,000 to $15,000. If you were a double diamond, you earn $20,000. If you were the triple diamond, you earn $50,000. And that was a payout in 1 quarter, and it's paid out quarterly. But that's how pioneers were rewarded. Now, I'm going to tell you something, and this is the benefit of the $1,000 pack. When I agreed to resign my role as President of Global Sales and Field Development for a company and enter this, Jeunesse was kind enough to give me an allotment of some of these founders positions. Now, you're not a pioneer. You have the benefit of hindsight. You can look back and see what happened. I just told you what the average payout was for people that were the pioneers, that did participate in the founders pool. Folks, you have an opportunity to take advantage of that now. I've got a certain allotment of these that are made available to you. When they run out, they're done. But I will tell you this, if you're just going to put your toe in the water, don't get an ambassador pack. Don't get one of those. Get the $4.99 pack. If you want to make this work, though, and you're doing this for all the right reasons, and you're doing this because you want to hit your home run, and you're doing this because you want to accomplish things in life, don't miss that ambassador pack. But you decide where it's right for you to start. So do that, then get on auto ship. Set up your auto ship. It's only 60 points. It's about $85. And then make a list of people you'd like to partner with, and work with the team, and let us help you sponsor one on your right, one on your left, and become an executive. And lastly, here's what I want to leave you with. Don't miss this. Don't miss this. I want you to think about, if I do this, where can I be in 2015? Would my 2015 end differently than my 2014 did? Would it end in a way that I know that my life is full and rich and I'm going to take this world on with a storm? Folks, think, what would it be like to travel? What would it be like to live the life of your dreams? I've done it. I'm 55 years old. I started in this industry when I was 30 years old. My first check was $7. My second check was $150. My third check was $800. My ninth check was $2,000. My 24th check was $10,000. In my 54th month, I made $110,000. I was 35 years old. Here's what I didn't know then. I did not know that I was getting ready to get involved with a company that was entering its season. I didn't know they were getting ready to go from $900 million to $6.5 billion over the next 6 years. I didn't know that I was getting into business with leaders that were entering their season, that they were going to go from a good lifestyle to unbelievable success. I didn't know that. Here's what I knew about Bo Short at the age of 30. I didn't have any time. I didn't have any security. I didn't have any freedom. And I had a $2,500 house payment 25 years ago. And I was stressed out working 65 hours a week. I did know this about myself. I wanted more. I wanted more. And I wanted it to matter. And so what I was willing to do was get in the way of two powerful forces, a company entering its season and people entering theirs. Folks, you get back with the person that invited you here. You're looking at a company that's tracking right now $400 million and trending to $1 billion in the next 3 years. And the biggest market in the world is just getting ready to get that focus. It's entering its season. You're working with people in the pivot group that have entered their season. I've never been more excited, more focused, and more committed in my career than I am right now with you. And here's your task. Get in the way. Just get in the way. Decide that 2015 is going to be the best year of your life. We'll work with you. We'll help you. We'll coach you. We'll mentor you. And most importantly, we look forward to applauding your success. Thank you.